Headlines for this week include the last day to drop classes, Amy DuPont, and Hear Hear. Stay tuned, WMCM's Week in Review is next.
Hello, and thanks for watching WMCM's Week in Review. I'm Stephanie Ha.
And I'm Andrew Klon. Wednesday was International Women's Day. It was represented well on campus, with several events taking place. One of them was the 21st Century Women of Color Creating Canvases of History for the Next Generation presentation. Artists Karen Thomas and Lavinia Monique displayed their unique artwork and discussed their passion for art, as well as the challenges they face as women of color. Karen spoke about the importance of art from many different people, saying, "The more colors we mix, the richer our palette becomes." Lavinia delved into the complexity of selling one's art and how many people seek art that they see themselves in or find to be safe. Above all, both artists implored those attending to follow their passion and take advantage of their artistic gifts and talents.
Great news for students who are struggling with the course or for those who changed their major or program track and no longer need a course. The last day to drop a course with a W on your transcripts is March 22nd for second half of semester classes and March 24th for full semester courses. Don't worry, dropping the course will not affect your grade or transcripts. In order to drop the course, you will need to get a signature from your instructor to pick up a drop form. Visit the Records and Registration Office located in 117 Graf Main Hall. More information is available on the UWL website. Just search for Records and Registration. March 22nd is also the last day to add a class for the second half of the semester. Log on to your Wings account to see a list of available second half courses.
Seeing a UWL alumnus succeeding in the real world can be inspiring, but what if they came back to tell you the secrets of their profession? That's exactly what happened for CST students this week when Amy DuPont visited our campus. Amy is currently an anchor and reporter for CW6 in San Diego, but she started here in La Crosse with WXOW and yes, WMCM Student TV. Amy spoke to broadcasting students about the lessons she has learned. The most important topics included networking, internships, and simply being assertive. The 4-time Emmy winner also showed various video clips demonstrating the nature of her work. She stressed that starting small is a great opportunity to make mistakes and learn from them. To learn more and see her work, connect with Amy on Facebook and Twitter. We sent a WMCM crew to check out the poster making event to help undergrads present their undergraduate research. Let's take a look.
We went to the poster making workshop held by the Office of Undergraduate Research and Creativity. The event's purpose was to provide undergrads with pointers to create an effective poster to aid in their research presentations. We caught up with Director Scott Cooper to see what students would expect to learn.
Yeah, so we were showing students some templates for posters, so those are examples that they can go and put their work into. And then some do's and don'ts, so like what kinds of color combinations and backgrounds work and don't work, how much detail to put in the poster, and then how to stand in front of your poster and make the presentation.
Students are often preoccupied with writing papers and giving presentations, and they forget the importance of the poster. Scott explains why this may be a folly.
So if you have a bad poster or something that's just unclear, you might actually not get as many people coming by to look at the poster, right, if it's hard to see, or it might confuse them when they do see it, if they can't follow things very easily. Also, if you're using it to make presentations, it can be awkward if you get into the middle of it and find out things weren't quite where you thought they were going to be.
Students explain that the technical information wasn't the only thing they took away.
And they help you kind of feel less nervous and like you have a bit more of a handle on what you're doing.
There's the connections between the faculty and the student, and you kind of get to know them through these different events, as well as just broadening your knowledge base.
For WMCM TV, this has been Nate Wedgehopt, Hannah Betcher, and Andrew Eisner.
Thanks, guys. Now here's Mark Buchholz to tell us about spring break.
Thanks, Steph. Although spring doesn't technically start until March 20th this year, we're already beginning to see the absence of snow and feel the warmer days, which means winter's end is in sight. With the coming of spring also comes spring break, which begins tomorrow and lasts until the 20th when classes resume. Whether you're heading south in search of warmer weather or staying in the Midwest, we here at WMCM wish you all a fun and safe spring break. Looking ahead to after spring break, UWL's Scholarship Resource Center will be helping students write and edit their applications and other scholarship materials at their event, Scholar Sips. Don't be fooled, although the deadline for UWL Foundation scholarships has passed, there are still external scholarships available. For a full list of scholarships, head to the Scholarship Resource Center's webpage and check out the list of external and featured monthly scholarships. Scholar Sips will be Tuesday, March 21st from 10 to noon in room 3314 at the new Student Union. Coffee, juice, and muffin and donut holes will be provided. For more information about Scholar Sips, contact Abigail Gnuko, or if you can't attend and still want help, contact the Scholarship Resource Center to schedule a meeting with one of their helpful staff members. Be sure to take advantage of this opportunity to improve your chances at landing that scholarship you want. The Cooley Region Humane Society has many pets in need of loving homes. Here's some of the animals available in this week's edition of Perfect Pets.
Hi everyone, I'm Loki. I'm 14 years old and I'm looking for a low-key home with owners to snuggle with, because I like to be the center of attention.
Hi guys, I'm Gertie. I'm a gentle, affectionate 4-year-old pit bull. I love to get kisses and get head scratches. Huh? What? Meow! Hi, I'm Sammy. I'm 3 years old and I love exploring. I can't wait to get to know my new home and family.
Hi guys, I'm Bane, a high-energy, people-loving, 7-month-old German Shepherd Pit Bull mix. I need lots of space to run around.
To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
The number for the Cooley Region Humane Society is 781-4014. What do you get if you combine history and storytelling? In La Crosse, you get Hear Here, an oral history project created by UWL's very own history department. Since its inception in 2015, the project has developed into a community-generated venture as well. Last July, Hear Here won the prestigious Leadership in History Award, a national historical achievement. Anyone can submit stories to the Hear Here website, and those that meet the project criteria will join those already available, which includes some voices from the past thanks to Murphy Library's Special Collections Department. New to the Hear Here project is poetry, thanks to the participation of UWL's English department. Those wishing to add original poetry about La Crosse to the project should visit hearhearlacrosse.org. The submission deadline is March 17. We sent out WMCM crew to check out the new student union. Let's take a look.
Trip to this brand new student union, aka the U. Let's go take a look.
The new student union has many familiar elements, like the Tetspo rental on the lower level. There's also a fantastic game room featuring pool tables, basketball hoops, foosball tables, dartboards, and air hockey. Who doesn't love air hockey? Hungry after gaming? The lower level also features a fantastic restaurant and dining room with 8 high-def televisions. But probably my favorite part of the lower level is the movie theater, which hosts free movies every Friday and Saturday. Check the campus activities board for showtimes.
The first floor houses another familiar feature, the University Bookstore and Gift Shop, where you can find all your UWL apparel and gifts. However, the most popular part of the first floor are the restaurants, featuring Sono, Grilled It, La Crosse Cafe, Kitchen Classics, Mondo's Subs, and Einstein Brothers Bagels. And there's plenty of seating for you and your friends. The second level of the U is home to the Cove. the Center for Organizations, Vision, and Engagement. There are workspaces, lounge areas, and beanbag chairs. Be sure to explore all this and more at the U. For WMCM News, this has been Andrew Klon, Devin Rogan, and Jesse Robus. Back to you.
Thanks, guys. On Saturday, March 4th, 8 of our very own WMCM and RAQ students attended the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Student Seminar in Madison. Students attended various workshops including engineering, social media, news reporting, a workshop on how to get your first job, sales and marketing, and much, much more. The event included a speed networking workshop where students met one-on-one with numerous professionals from many areas of broadcast communication and talked about the field of broadcasting. Students also got advice on the field during the workshop. The workshops were followed by a buffet lunch and a keynote address from Jay Cruz, who works at Mix 94.9, a radio station in Cincinnati. The keynote address was followed by the Student Awards for Excellence presentation. 4 of our very own RAQ and WMCM students received first place honors. Colin Malliott and Brigham Wyruck received first place in the category of long-form production radio for their radio play Untamed Universe. James Rao and Tessa Tilot received first place in the category of promo, PSA, and commercial for their Cooley Region Humane Society Perfect Pets commercial. And 2 of our former students, Evan Barrett and Greg Hill, received second place for their radio show in the category of radio, sports programming, non-play-by-play. Congratulations to all of the award winners. To see the full list of awards and winners, or for more information on the student seminar, head to www.wi-broadcasters.org and click on the Students tab. Each week, the WMCM crew goes out and talks to your fellow peers in a segment we call Campus Insight. This week, they asked students what they were doing for spring break.
This week on Campus Insight, we asked the WMCM staff what they're doing for spring break.
So for my spring break, I'm actually headed home. My hometown has the largest St. Patrick's Day celebration in Wisconsin. So I'm going to be going back and hanging out with my family.
Spring break, I am also going home. I can't wait to see my dog and my cat that I miss very much, and the rest of my family.
I am going to White Bear Lake, and I'm going to spend the week in my friend's cabin, and we're going to do a lot of really cool stuff and turn our phones off.
I will be working and dreaming of beaches in my sleep.
For spring break, I'm going to Arizona. I'm going to go to a spring training Cubs versus Brewer game, in addition to laying by the pool and drinking alcoholic drinks.
My name is Craig Bradley, and I'm going to Milwaukee to lay on the beach and enjoy the beautiful Wisconsin weather.
I'm going to go to Arizona and climb a lot of mountains and eat a lot of sherbet.
For this spring break, I'm moving down to Tijuana and I'm going on a whale catching adventure. No killing though, only catching.
For Campus Insight, this has been Stephanie Murtos and Kyle Popovich. Back to you guys in the studio.
Look for the WMCM crew around campus for a chance to have your opinions heard on the next week's Campus Insight. And now here's Jesse Robus with a review of the movie Mannequin.
Andrew McCarthy plays Jonathan Switcher in the 80s romantic comedy Mannequin. Switcher, a struggling artist, lands the job at the department store Prince & Company after saving the owner's life. While working, Jonathan encounters a mannequin he made at a previous job. That magic comes to life as the inspiring, time-traveling, ancient Egyptian Emmy. With Emmy's help, Jonathan quickly becomes the best window dresser in town. But when a competing store tries to not only take out Prince & Company, but Emmy too, things get a little crazy. Let's take a look at this trailer to see a glimpse of the film.
Jonathan Switcher
Punch X
loves to talk to his work.
You know, you're the first thing that created and made me feel like an artist. Don't you like your new scarf?
He never expected
Not especially.
to hear it talk back.
I really think I'm going crazy.
I am so glad you're working here. I never thought they'd hire anyone stranger than me.
You're the only one who can see me like this.
To the rest of the world, he's a disaster.
You're fired!
And she's a dummy.
You were one sick puppy.
But together,
Hey, don't do that.
You weren't so shy when you were creating me.
You weren't so real.
they make magic.
Look
Look at him with the tummy.
Who are you to criticize?
And that new stock boy, and I just want you to keep an eye on him for me.
I think I'm gonna handle things my own way. All the girl mannequins disappeared from the windows last night. Film at 11. Yes, my dear, your favorite. She is gone too. Get him! Mine's bigger than yours is! Go get him!
You are magic.
He's talking to the dummy again.
Andrew McCarthy, Kim Cattrall,
You know I would never bother you when you're getting a piece of wood.
Mannequin.
Mannequin is a classic 80s film with catchy music that will have you wanting to dance and sing along to. It's got humor that the whole family will enjoy. I personally absolutely loved this film. I think it's one of the best 80s films. Stay tuned to WMCM's Rachel McGreeham will be back with this weekend's weather.
Hi everyone, I'm Loki. I'm 14 years old and I'm looking for a low-key home with owners to snuggle with because I like to be the center of attention.
Hi guys, I'm Gertie. I'm a gentle, affectionate 4-year-old pit bull. I love to get kisses and get head scratches. Huh? What? Meow! Hi, I'm Sammy. I'm 3 years old and I love exploring. I can't wait to get to know my new home and family.
Hi guys, I'm Bane, a high-energy, people-loving, 7-month-old German Shepherd Pit Bull mix. I need lots of space to run around.
To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
And that number is 781-4014. For tonight, the weather will be a high of 12 degrees and a little cloudy and some heavy winds of 16 miles per hour. Tomorrow for Friday, it will be sunny and the high will be 24 degrees and 15 miles per hour winds. Saturday will be 30 degrees and partly cloudy with some small winds. And Sunday, if you're staying in La Crosse, it will be 33 degrees and cloudy. Now, here's Tram Tran with this week's interview.
Thanks, Rachel. This week I'm interviewing Darren Ronberg from the UWL Weightlifting Club.
Hi.
Okay, so first off, let's talk about weightlifting. What is weightlifting?
Weightlifting is it's an Olympic sport in which athletes attempt to lift overhead weights in two different fashions. One is called the snatch, the second is called the clean and jerk. You get 3 attempts for both lifts, and your highest total counts between the two.
Okay, so what's a snatch?
A snatch is a wide grip deadlift that you throw overhead and catch it like this.
Okay. Well, how does that differ from a clean and jerk?
A clean and jerk, a snatch is just one explosive movement to put the weight overhead, and a clean and jerk is 2. You do a deadlift up to the forward rack position, and then you press it overhead.
So what you're saying is weightlifting is basically CrossFit?
It's not even close to CrossFit. However, CrossFit does incorporate these 2 Olympic lifts in their programs.
So is weightlifting like powerlifting?
Powerlifting is actually squat, bench, and deadlift. We don't do any of those except for supplementary exercises to strengthen our bodies.
Okay, so there's a club on campus, obviously. So how can someone join the club?
Well, if someone's interested in joining the club, they can go to MyOrgs, or they could go to the UWL Rec Sports page and then go look at sports clubs, and they will find weightlifting at the very bottom with my name in bold. And you can email me or text me because my number's on there too.
So exciting! Convenient. So do they have to have experience with weightlifting?
They do not.
Join?
In fact, most of our members are new members who have never done any of these lifts, and they start fresh, which is actually really cool to see them develop as lifters.
That's awesome. How many members do you guys have right now?
Right now we have 16.
That's sweet. So are there like practice times, or how do people lift?
Yes, we actually are fortunate enough to have our own coach who he makes us programs and he coaches us privately or in a group setting. And he is there Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday from 2 to 4, which is great. It's a great opportunity to learn how to do these lifts, and it's just an awesome setting to be around.
Who's the coach?
The coach is Jacob Dorhorst, who's actually a UWL alumni.
That is awesome.
It is
So,
awesome.
how did you get into weightlifting?
Well, actually, it was a mentor of mine named Tom, who I saw doing these weird lifts. I've never seen him before, so I saw him across the gym. I just came in as a freshman, and I saw him doing these, and I'm like, what is this? And then he explained it to me, and the rest is history. Now I'm the president. He was the president then, so I'm kind of following in his footsteps.
What a great lineage. So, is weightlifting just like a male sport, or do girls weightlift too?
I would say half of our members are female, actually.
What?
Yeah.
That's super exciting. So, what's a common misconception about weightlifting other than only guys can weightlift?
Well, I feel like a lot of people don't even know what weightlifting is, so that's good that we addressed this. Because people think weightlifting, oh, you lift weights like bicep curls. No, you don't actually do any of that in this. It's mainly squats, deadlifts, shoulder presses, stuff like that.
Nice. So, what do you think is the best part of the club?
I'd say how close we become as a team, especially traveling all across the state, going to competitions and stuff like that. We really bond in those long car rides, as I'm sure everyone does, but I don't know, I'd say like how close the club is as a whole is actually really great.
Okay, so you mentioned competitions. Do you guys go to competitions like every weekend, every month, or how does that work?
I'd say every month and a half or so, every 2 months we do a competition. Our coach will send out a list of nearby competitions and we will train. He will make us programs that will get us up and ready up until that competition. So we'll make them personalized for each one of us, depending if we're doing one or a different one, and then we'll all usually travel as a team to that competition.
Gotcha. So how do competitions differ from like training?
From training? Well, competitions, they go by weight classes, kind of like wrestling. I'm pretty sure they have pretty similar weight classes. And you get 3 attempts for the snatch, 3 attempts for a clean and jerk, and your highest total, or your highest snatch, your highest clean and jerk are totaled together, and that could rank you based on how well you did in your weight class.
Okay, so say I went to a weightlifting competition. So would it just be me lifting like by myself, or are there other people, or like do we lift at the same time, or how does that work?
Well, depending on what your openers are, I guess, for snatch, like say you're opening at 50 kilos. And
Wait,
then,
you guys count in kilos?
Yes, we do.
So,
which is 2.204 of a pound.
Nice, now we know.
Yes.
Do you prefer pounds or kilos?
Well, now that I do weightlifting, I definitely do everything in kilos.
Okay, so this is going to be a personal question, but how much do you weigh?
How much do I weigh? I am an 85 kilogram lifter.
Okay, so
that's in pounds about 187 pounds.
Wow, would you say that you're an average size weightlifter, or on the small end, or how many weight classes are there?
I would say I'm pretty average sized, I suppose. There's a lot of 85s out there. That's usually one of the bigger weight classes.
Gotcha.
85 and 77 are pretty big for guys. 69 and 63 are the biggest for girls.
Wait, so what's the smallest weight class?
I believe it is 53 for men, and that's pretty. Those dudes are tiny. They're like 5 foot, maybe 5 feet, and they weigh like nothing. It's crazy.
Okay, so what's like the biggest?
The biggest is 105 plus, and those dudes can be way over 200 pounds. They're just massive human beings.
Okay, so when you go to a weightlifting meet, is everybody just like really big, or like are there like really short people that are really small, or just like massive? Everybody's just like huge.
No, actually, weightlifters don't look that jacked, to be honest. Like, they just look very athletic. Like, big legs for sure, because all we do is squats. Everything has to do with our legs and back. So you're not gonna see like really big, chunky weightlifters, but I don't know. Everyone differs, I guess.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about some sports with Devin Rogan. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Nice. Good job. Now everybody.
UW lacrosse gymnastics team took on Winona State last Thursday. The Eagles scored 187.95 points, while the Warriors scored 186.075 points, giving the Eagles just enough to pull away with the victory. The Eagles scored 47.825 in vault, 46.175 on the uneven parallel bars, 46.45 on balance beam, and 47.5 on floor exercise. Individually, Samantha Wiecamp took first place in all-around competition with a score of 37.8. She also took first in vault with a score of 9.65. Danny Barmore took third in all-around competition with a score of 36.75. Amy Enright took first in the uneven parallel bars with a score of 9.6. The next gymnastics meet is tomorrow at 6:30 against Gustavus Adolphus College in St. Peter, Minnesota. They will also be competing in the WIAC Championships next Friday in Winona, Minnesota. The men's tennis team went into this weekend with a 3-match winning streak that was snapped on Saturday as they took a close defeat against Carthage College, losing 5 of the 9 matches that they competed in. On Sunday, the men's and women's team took on Luther College in Winona, Minnesota. They both walked away with very impressive victories over the Norses, the men winning 8 of the 9 matches and the women winning all 9 matches. The men have won 4 of their last 5 matches and now have a record of 6-3 this season. The women extended their winning streak to 7 and now have a record of 12-1. They only trail Whitewater for first place in the WIAC. The next men's tennis match will be on Saturday, March 11th against University of Scranton in Orlando, Florida. The women's next match is on Sunday, March 12th against Franklin and Marshall College, also in Orlando, Florida. After the men and women both won the WIAC championships 2 weekends ago, they participated in some qualifier meets over this past weekend. The first meet was on Friday, March 3rd at UW Platteville. On the men's side, West Evanston took first place in pole vault competition with a height of 16 feet and 1 1/4 inch. Brendan Dice took second in the high jump with a height of 6 feet and 1/4 inch. On the women's side, Elizabeth Frick and Caitlin McDaniel ran in the 5,000 meter run. Elizabeth took second with a time of 17 minutes and 34 seconds. Caitlin took third with a time of 17 minutes and 59 seconds. On Saturday, the Eagles went to UW Stevens Point for another qualifier meet. Ian Ewers won the mile run with a time of 4 minutes and 14 seconds. Michael Rosenberg also competed in the 1 mile run, taking third with a time of 4 minutes and 18 seconds. Luke Roloff took first in the 60-meter hurdles with a time of 8.15 seconds. Michael Austin Bates also competed in the 60-meter hurdles, taking third place with a time of 8.3 seconds. Rachel Zastro won the pole vault competition with a height of 11 feet and 10 inches. Rachel Atchison finished second in the 800-meter run with a time of 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Both the men and women's teams will be competing tomorrow at the NCAA Division III Indoor Championships in Naperville, Illinois. So make sure to keep an eye out for how well they do. And that's all for this week's sports.
Thanks, D. Great sports report.
Lots of good stuff for UWL happening.
Yeah, definitely.
And good luck to them in Naperville, Illinois tomorrow.
Yeah, and we got wrestling nationals coming up this weekend here in La Crosse too, so it's definitely a big week for sports. I'd like to give a shout out to all the people that helped me do my stories this week, the archives department, the people with Here, Amy DuPont, the people with everything I did this week. It was a lot of help and we really appreciated it. So that's it for this week's Week in Review. Be sure to join us next week on Thursday with another installment. We'll be on Campus Channel 200 and Charter Channel 989.